the three principles stand alone. It and because it stands alone, the knowledge that we encounter will be unique to the three principles. We have a tendency to pick up conventional thoughts, conventional wisdom, what the right thing to do, what the wrong thing to do, that kind of thing as we go along. And then when we have our own insight, we're hearing something that went beyond the thing that we picked up along the way. So if we can be open-minded in what the three principles can bring, I think we might do a bit better. So, for example, I was up in my head for a long time about thought, right? And then somehow, I have no idea how, I had an insight about thought that was nothing like anything I learned about thought. So that gave me an appreciation that, oh, I've been picking up a lot of stuff along the way, and here's the three principles over here that stands alone. Right? So we have to learn to, well, not learn, but unlearn the beliefs we picked up along the way. And as Kate spoke about earlier beautifully, having tears doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It can mean something else. And also, because the three principles are neutral, it's impossible to say what would be, what behavior would be derived from the three principles. For example, there's nothing about the three principles that says you have to stay with this person. And there's nothing about the three principles that says you have to leave that person. Neutral. We don't know what's going to happen. So, there's nothing about the three principles that says you're going to be happy or you're going to be unhappy. We have to keep it neutral. So, but if you can start to see the neutrality of the three principles in your own way, there's something about the three principles that gravitates you in one direction, or more specifically, one way of using that mind. That one way where beauty, love is present. And the other way is the opposite, basically. Although it can take on all kinds of masks or disguises to make it look like this is the way. So that was very helpful for me because, I was thinking, oh, here's the three principles. This is what it's going to do for me. Here's the three principles. This is what it's going to do for me. When I didn't realize that those were my own personal thoughts. Personal thoughts. Doesn't mean it's egotistical or not, but when I saw my personal thoughts, then I realized that's not the three principles. So I started to have my own distinction of here's the three principles that are formless, that have no time, space, and matter to it. It's not physical. And here's my thoughts that I'm seeing the outcome of, or experiencing the outcome of. Feeling, experience, state of mind, reality, what you see, what you hear. Right? So that created a separation, if you like, of here's the principles as principles, and here's my thoughts. And once I started to see with my thoughts, the principle took me somewhere else. It was still my own thoughts, what I experienced afterwards, but it came from somewhere deeper rather than my own personal, intellectual, or ego mind. So keep the principles neutral. It doesn't tell you to stay in a relationship. It doesn't tell you to be in a relationship. Or it doesn't tell you to leave a relationship. It's that neutral. It is the wisdom that comes through you as a thought that will let you know what to do. Which is why if each and every one of us has our, what's they call, stamp of individuality, there isn't, it's not a case of because this person being affected so positively in that way, that means everybody else has got to have the same thought. No. You have your own thought. You navigate your own life through your own thought. You cannot navigate life any other way because there's nothing else that exists. There's just your thought, your feeling. That's it. If you realize that, you're in charge and not the thoughts and feelings that appear to come from something in the physical. And when you're in charge, you have what Kate might refer to as control conditioning. You're no longer powerless. You take back the power by realizing it never had the power in the first place. You come back to reality by realizing everything is an illusion, just a temporary manifestation of your thought in the moment. Okay, so we have the principle of thought, neutral, constant, universal, worked only one way. I've forgotten what the other one was, but you can remind me another time. And there's your thought, which is not constant, which is not neutral, which it doesn't just work only one way. Principle of thought, your thought. Principle of thought is formless, neutral. Your thought is not formless, it's coming to form, and you are experiencing the outcome of your thought. You're not experiencing anything else. I find that remarkable. I was going to say the irony, or maybe I should say the cosmic joke, is you're not looking to understand your thoughts. You're not looking to understand your feelings or experiences or reality, that kind of thing. You're looking to go in a different direction from that. A direction that has no form, because it is the formula that will help you to make sense of the form that you are walking through. So if you want to understand what is happening in your life, whether beautiful or the opposite, formless, that's where the principles are, the hidden dimension. And from there is the wisdom and the intelligence and the logic that is needed to make sense of the form you are going through. Form being the expression of your thought in the moment. our feeling, experience, state of mind, what you see, what you hear, your reality. And that part, the principles, is constant, meaning it's ever present. It never goes away, despite the best efforts of ego to make us believe otherwise. But please don't take my word for it. Only it is what Wilder said was, it is a self-proving system. When you have your own insight, it proves itself to you. Me and Kate are not trying to prove that to you, although in a way we are, but insightfully. You have to have your own insight. No one else can give it to you.